Hello, welcome, and thank you so much for joining me for this postnatal yoga class with babies. My name is Kirsten Labsta, and I'm a certified birth doula, a prenatal and postnatal yoga instructor, and most importantly, I'm a mama to two amazing little girls. I very recently gave birth to both of them and have been moving through this whole experience of new motherhood, and I'm very happy that you're joining along with me. Luna is 2 years old, and Paloma is 1 year old in just 2 more weeks. And she's very active and curious, so we'll see how much she stays on the mat with me today. This class is really indicated for mamas and babies within the first year of baby's life, but it's also welcome to any parent or caregiver who wishes to practice along with a toddler or small child. You can, of course, modify to meet those needs as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started in Tarasana, star pose. And turning to face the top of our mat, if you have a nice little blanket for your baby to lie on, you can just fold that blanket in front of you. And we'll join the soles of the feet together. And we'll begin by placing baby between the legs. And you can let their little head rest to your feet. Hi. Start by just making eye contact with your baby and bringing your hands to baby, welcoming them to the practice. And I like to warm up my hands, rubbing them together, and then raking them over baby's head and running them along the length of their body to their little feet. And along with this, we'll chant Om 3 times to begin our class. So as you're ready, take a nice breath in. You're doing it too. Beautiful. And with your hands to baby, we'll start to make some nice big torso circles, taking the spine around in one direction, creating some spaciousness in the low back and the back of the pelvis, an area where we really tend to dump our weight while we're carrying baby, carrying car seats, nursing, holding, rocking. The low back takes the brunt of it all. Then we're going to take the spine around in the opposite direction. Hi, and as you move over baby, you can just keep your gaze to them, making little faces to them. They love to see you moving above them. Yeah. And then we're going to bring in a little element of massage here to welcome baby to our class. So again, you can join your palms to touch and rub them together. And starting at your baby's shoulders, like you were squeezing an avocado, testing it for ripeness, you're just going to move down their little arms to their palms. And as you reach their palms, you can give them a little brush stroke of the hands. And then again, from the top of the shoulders, squeezing down the length of their arms to their hands and taking their little palms into yours. We're going to open the arms wide and join the hands to close. Opening the arms wide and joining the hands to close. Once again, opening the arms wide and joining the hands to close. Rubbing baby's little knuckles to one another. This helps to create their sensory awareness, the awareness of the periphery of their body. And with your own little hands, especially if baby's new, start to uncurl their little fingers. When they're new, they're still all clenched in and curled in. So little by little, help coax them to open up their palms, to open up their arms. And now from the hips to the feet, rubbing the palms together, warming them, and then taking the hands to the hips and giving little squeezes down the length of the legs, arriving to the feet. And again, from the hips, down the legs, all the way to the soles of the feet. And as you take the soles of the feet to the hands, let's open the legs and close them. Open the legs and close them. Open the legs and close them. Good. And then taking your hands beneath baby's sacrum so that you feel the back of the pelvis into your palms, into your fingertips. We're just going to bounce the baby's hips a little bit here. Bouncing the hips, loosening up their low back, giving them a little wiggle side to side. And as you continue to do that, I'll fetch my own baby here. Hello. She loves exploring her house. So with baby's shins into your hands here, we're just going to find a little roll of their spine. So as you inhale, take the toes up toward their forehead, lifting the hips. And as you exhale, roll their spine down the mat. So as you inhale, take the toes up and over, and you could lean yourself forward and take the toes back toward your body, rolling their low back to the floor. Inhaling, toes come up to baby's head. Hello. And exhale, take them down. Hi. Taking your thumbs and hooking them behind baby's knees. Give a little jiggle of the hips side to side so that they're nice, loose, and relaxed. And then take the knees over toward your left, little twist for baby's spine. Inhaling back through center and take the knees over toward your right. Another little twist. Do you like that? And inhale back through center. And while you have the thumbs hooked behind the knees here, we're just going to bicycle the legs nice and slow, taking them in toward the abdomen and out. One at a time, in toward the abdomen and away from the abdomen. And lastly, both knees come into the belly and the legs stretch out long. Knees come into the belly and then the legs stretch out long. Knees come into the belly and legs stretch out long. And for good measure, we're going to rub those palms to one another, and we'll drape them from the crown of baby's head, sweeping them over his or her body and saying, welcome, little baby. Thank you for joining us. Let's take our knees to the mat and place our palms beneath our shoulders so we find ourselves in tabletop position. Your baby may be lying beneath you or may wish to sit or even to stand. That's fine. Anything really goes in this class. As you inhale, extend your right leg straight back and sweep your left arm alongside your ear, opposite arm and opposite leg extension. Take a full breath in here, pressing down to the mat. And as you exhale, take your left hand down, take your right knee down. Inhale, extend your left leg straight back, hug your belly up and in, and extend your right arm alongside your ear, opposite arm, opposite leg. And as you exhale, take the right hand down, take the left knee down. Once more each side. Inhaling left arm, right leg. Exhaling lower. Inhaling right arm, left leg. Exhale lower. Keep the belly up and in. Once more, inhaling left arm, right leg. Exhale lower. And inhaling left leg, right arm. And exhale lower. Good. As you inhale, drop your belly. Lift your heart, lift your sitting bones. And as you exhale, press into your palms and round your spine. So as you inhaling, belly drops, heart lifts. Take your gaze to baby. And as you exhale, spine rounds, taking chin to the chest. Inhaling, belly drops, heart lifts. And exhaling, spine rounds. As you inhale, pass back through a neutral spine. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Energetically hug your arms toward one another. And tucking your toes, reach your hips up and back for downward facing dog. From here in down dog, your baby might enjoy playing with your hair. Might enjoy you making faces to little baby. And even new babies might start to reach up for you, starting to reach in those first little swiping movements. As you inhale, come onto the balls of the feet, lift the heels. And as you exhale, melt the heels down toward the mat. Inhaling, heels lift. Exhaling, heels lower. Inhaling, heels lift. And exhaling, heels lower. And then as you inhale, take the gaze between your hands, and exhale, carefully, slowly release the knees to the mat. Join the big toes to touch, shift the hips back to the heels, and lower into child's pose. So you might rest your head here on your baby. Maybe baby's playing with your hair. Or you can give them little kisses to their belly. We're going to move through that another time. That felt so good. So inhale, come back through knees. Drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine. Inhaling, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhaling, round the spine. Inhaling, lift the belly. And exhaling, round. As you inhale, come back through neutral spine. Exhaling, tuck the toes, reach the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Taking 2 breaths here in down dog, spreading the palms wide and pressing from the back of the heart through strong, straight arms. And with your next exhalation, release knees to mat, big toes to touch, hips to heels, child's pose. Taking a full breath in and a full breath out. And as you inhale, come back through hands and knees. Drop the belly, lift the heart. And as you exhale, spine rounds. Inhaling, the belly drops, heart lifts. Exhaling, the spine rounds. Inhaling, belly drops, heart lifts. Exhaling, tuck your toes, reach your hips up and back, downward facing dog. 2 more full, generous breaths. If the backs of the legs are feeling tight, if the low back is feeling tight, just bend into your knees, creating lots of space through that low back. And with your next exhalation, slowly release the knees down to the mat. Big toes come to touch, hips rest to the heels, child's pose. Engaging with baby in any way that feels right for you here. And as you inhale, slowly make your way back through all fours. Finding plank pose, let's lengthen the legs out long and flexing through the feet, lengthen the tailbone and gently pull the low belly muscles up and in. The arms are pressing down into the floor like strong pillars and they're hugging in toward one another here. You can keep your gaze to your baby. Taking 2 more breaths. And as you exhale, release your right knee down. Turn your right foot around to face the side of the mat. And as you inhale, sweep your left arm open toward the ceiling for a modified version of Vashisthasana, side plank. As you press your right hand down, turn your right shoulder blade back so that the right collarbone is broad, the right shoulder head is broad. Lots of space through the front of the chest. And as you exhale, take your left hand down, take your left knee down. Turn your left foot out to the side and lengthen your right leg out long for Vashisthasana, second side. As you root down into the hand, gather the shoulder blades onto the back and reach up through your right palm, spreading those right fingers nice and wide. And as you exhale, take the right hand down, take the right knee down, coming back to your tabletop position. Tucking your toes, stretch your hips up and back for downward facing dog. And taking your gaze between your hands, slowly step those feet forward to the top of the mat, hanging in forward fold Uttanasana over your baby. With an inhale, sink your seat low, bend into the knees and sweep the arms up alongside the ears, pressing the weight into your heels. Feeling those low belly muscles pulling up and in. And with your next inhalation, press into the floor, rise all the way to stand, and lengthen your arms alongside your body in Tadasana, mountain pose. Staying engaged with your baby here as you inhale, root through the feet, stretch the arms out and up. They love to see you moving above them as you exhale, forward fold, draping yourself over baby. Inhale, press the palms to the shins to lengthen to a flat back. And as you exhale, take fingertips to the floor and step the right foot back to a runner's lunge. See that the left knee is aligned over the left ankle. Baby is here to the inside of your foot. This is going to be my baby for now. And as you press your feet into the mat, energetically guide your legs toward one another. So as you press those feet down, feel how that powers up the muscles of the legs. Come up high onto the ball of the right foot. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, press the palms to the shins to lengthen to a flat back. And as you exhale, bow in, forward fold. With an inhale, step your left foot back to runner's lunge. Fingertips are to the either side of the foot here. Hi, thank you for joining me. And as you press your feet into the mat, hug the legs toward one another. And with your free hand here, you can give baby little tickles, little loves. Hello. And then as you exhale, step your left foot forward. Uttanasana, forward fold, draping yourself over baby. Maybe you can even tickle them with your hair. Where you going? Don't run away again. As you inhale, lengthen to a flat back. And as you exhale, bow and fold. Inhaling, sink the seat. Reach the arms up alongside the ears. And then press to standing, finding Tadasana, arms alongside the body. As you inhale, you'll turn to face the left side of your mat, taking a big wide stride so that your feet are nice and wide. They're about as wide as your arms when you extend your arms. It's kind of a good way to judge our distance. From deep within the right hip, turn the whole right leg out 90 degrees and turn the back foot in 45. So your baby can be lying to the floor if they're happy there. Otherwise, you can take them up into your arms. As you inhale, lift your chest. And as you exhale, bend into your right knee for Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Soften your shoulders and set your gaze off your right fingertips. If you don't have a free arm, if you're just holding your baby, you can keep them to your chest. Otherwise, baby can sit right up onto your thigh. Yeah, do you want to come sit? So establishing your foundation here in Warrior 2, really press down into the feet. Feel the back thigh pressing back strong. And we're going to flow in and out of this pose. As you inhale, straighten the right leg. As you exhale, bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Hello. Inhaling, straighten. Ooh. Exhaling, bend. Inhaling, straighten. And exhaling, bend. Good. Holding here, pull that low belly up and in, rise tall through the chest. And then inhale, straighten through the right leg, and we're going to come into the second side. With an inhale, lift your chest. And as you exhale, bend into your left knee. Warrior 2, second side. Here. As you inhale, straighten through that left leg. And exhale, Warrior 2. Inhaling to straighten. Exhaling, lower. So moving as though you were moving through water or through molasses. Nice and slow. And that's what creates the resistance to rebuild the musculature of the legs and the pelvic floor. Inhaling, straighten. Exhaling, bending. And as you come into that Warrior 2 pose, hold. Press out strong through the back of the leg. And inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands come to hips, pivoting both feet around to face the side of the mat. So if baby's to the floor, great. If baby's in your arms, you're just going to come down halfway. As you inhale, lift your chest. And as you exhale, forward fold. So if you're holding baby, pull belly towards spine, holding right here. And if baby's to the floor and it feels appropriate, you can drape yourself all the way down. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Taking 2 breaths wherever you are. Hello. Hi, baby. And as you inhale, press through the feet and rise up to standing with a flat back. Good work. Let's heel toe our feet in toward one another. And we'll come to face the top of the mat. So I really like baby to be held for Warrior 1. Yeah. So you take baby into your arms. And from the top of the mat, let's take a big wide stride back with our left foot. As you inhale, lift your chest. And as you exhale, bend your right knee, tracking it over your ankle. Hi. And then with baby into your hands, pull your belly towards your spine, low belly up and in. And as you inhale, reach that baby up tall. And as you exhale, pull baby in for a kiss. Inhaling, baby comes up. Hi. Exhaling, baby comes in for mama. Inhaling, baby lifts. And exhaling, coming back in. It's not easy. Inhale, take a big step forward with that left foot. And with an exhale, sweep that right foot back for Warrior 1. As you inhale, lift your chest. And as you exhale, bend into that left knee, tracking it over the ankle. As you're ready, inhaling, baby lifts up. Look at that belly. Exhaling, pull her in. Inhaling, baby lifts. Hi. Exhaling, come on back in. Inhaling, reach up through the arms. And exhaling, come back in. With a big step forward, right foot comes to meet the left. Okay. So we're going to practice what's called the leopard swing. And this is just a really nice transitional pose. I also used to find it very soothing for Paloma when she was colicky. The first 3 months of life, she really cried a lot. And this is just a move that would kind of switch things up and soothe her. I'm not sure if it helped to ease any tummy troubles, but I could certainly see how that would help. So the leopard swing, we have our right arm under baby's torso, and our left arm just kind of between their legs with the palm resting on the belly. So they're in this cradle hold, and it's shifting their perspective. Yeah, do you like that? This is also really fun for them when they're new babies in front of a mirror. They could see, she's saying night-night. They could see themselves in the mirror, moving closer and further. Night-night. Going to sleep? Okay. And then let's turn back to the top of our mat here. And we're simply going to find our tree pose. Tree pose. Placing your weight into your left foot. We'll take the right foot and either bring it to the ankle, to the calf, or catching hold of the ankle, we'll take it to the left thigh. And as you press foot to thigh and thigh right back into foot, think about standing up nice and tall through your spine. So baby can be resting on your hip or sitting onto your leg. Facing in or facing out, even held to your chest. When Paloma was a new baby, we used to practice a lot of yoga in a sling. So I would just wear her to my chest and do a few little moves. And I found that really helpful. Hi. And then as you exhale, release the right foot down. And at your own pace, you're going to come into your second side, rooting through your right foot and taking the sole of the left to the ankle, to the calf, or to that inner right thigh. Wherever you are, think about drawing the left knee toward the inner right ankle, so that everything is hugging in towards center. Reaching up tall through the chest, tall through the crown of the head. Taking some big full breaths in and full breaths out. If you have a free hand, you could take it out to the side or reach it up into the air. I find when I need a little bit more patience, which is nearly every day, I turn my palms up and I take a few deep breaths, just asking for a little more. As you exhale, let's release. And we'll come to face the top of our mat. Coming down to sit. Hi. And extending your legs around to the side of the mat. The sole of the left foot comes to the inner right thigh. And that right foot is flexed, right thigh is grounding down. So depending on the age of your baby, baby can be resting onto your inner thigh. Baby can be lying between the legs, or maybe even standing up and using your body as a jungle gym. As you inhale, flex through the right foot, take fingertips to the floor, and turn your chest toward your out extended leg. Inhale, reach your spine long. And as you exhale, crawl forward, forward fold. If baby's to your thigh, you can use your right hand to kind of brace baby there and make sure that they're safe and steady. And as you inhale, slowly come to standing. You can come in and extend your left leg long. Take the sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh. Flexing through that left foot, inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, turn it toward your extended leg. Inhaling, spine lifts. And as you exhale, forward fold. And as you inhale, come back up through center. And we're going to find Navasana. So I'm going to do this with my big baby. Will you do Navasana with me?
No.
Oh. Okay, I'll do it on my own here. So we're going to turn to face the side of our mat. The toe tips begin to the floor, and you can place your baby onto your thighs, sitting if you have a little baby here, or you can place them onto your shins. And will you come with me? Okay. With your baby onto your shins or onto your thighs, as you inhale, lift your shins parallel with the floor. The idea is to really keep the low belly muscles pulling up and in, the chest lifting. And if you have baby, you could take hands to baby, or you can simply extend your arms with your palms facing up. Chest is lifting, shins are lifting. And as you exhale, toe tips come to the floor, and we come back through center. So we're going to take that twice more. With the toe tips to the floor, inhaling, lift the shins, extend the arms or take hands to baby. And as you exhale, come back through center, feet come to the floor. You can give baby a hug or knees a hug. One more time here with the toe tips to the floor. Low belly pulls up and in, chest is lifting. We'll take the shins parallel with the floor. Lift the chest. Maybe we extend the arms for 3. For 2, and for 1. As you exhale, cross the legs, coming back through center. Okay. One last little core pose here before we wind it down. Will you do flying baby with me? For flying baby, we're going to come onto our back. We're going to come onto our back, and baby can come onto our shins, like so. And with our shins parallel to the floor, hands stay to baby to keep them extra secure. Where's your baby? I don't know. And then we bring our shins parallel to the floor. And as we exhale, we curl our knees in and our baby in for a kiss. So keep the shoulders rolled up off the floor. Inhale. Exhale, little kiss. Inhaling, shoulders roll up. And exhaling, little kiss. One more like that. Inhaling, shoulders roll up. Exhaling, bring baby in for a kiss. Mwah. And then let's lower ourselves all the way down to the floor. All the way down to the floor. Soles of the feet come to the floor. Feet are hips distance apart. And we'll find bridge pose. So baby can sit onto your belly with their back up against your thighs. And then as you inhale, press the feet to the floor, lift the hips. And as you exhale, lower down. Inhaling, feet press to the floor, hips lift, hello. And exhale, we lower down. Inhaling, feet press to the floor and hips lift. Exhale, roll the spine down. Good. 3 more with your breath. Inhaling, press through the feet evenly. And as you exhale, we roll upper back, mid back, low back like a wave. Good. With your breath. You, baby.
I love you.
I love you. I love you too. I'm almost done doing yoga. Okay, so for our final twist, we're gonna lie baby down to the floor alongside us. Hello, darling. Extend your arms out wide, inhale. And as you exhale, drop your knees over to the left. Turn your head off to the right. Softening your shoulders and just melting them down into the mat. Inhaling, the knees come back through center. And as you exhale, knees drop over to the right. Let your gaze come off to the left fingertips as you twist. And then inhaling, coming back through center. Give both knees a squeeze. And then come to lie down on your left side alongside your baby. Or really just positioning yourself in any way that you can rest with your baby. So that's going to look different for every mom and baby pair. And as you come to lie down with your baby, you can close your eyes. And take a few deep breaths.
No.
Feel your shoulders soften down your back. Resting into the energy between you and your baby. And taking a few more deep cycles of breath here, resting quietly. And as you're ready, slowly coming back to a comfortable seat. You can bring baby along with you here. Taking them into your arms and thanking your little one for practicing with you. And we'll close our class by chanting the sound of Om, knowing that it not only surrounds our minds and our hearts, but theirs as well. As you're ready, taking a nice full breath in. Namaste. 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 Yeah.